This is a tour of Dave & Buster's in Orange, California, which is one of the world's largest Dave & Buster's and one of the first ones. So first, there is a Candy Crush right in the front. They have a lot of exclusive games here, so this might take a while for this tour. Over here is Connect 4 Hoops. And over here, there are two of the Hot Shot big giant basketball machines. And here are the smaller basketballs. They have the NBA hoops here, so there are 6 of them. Pretty cool. And over here in the corner, there is a 2-minute drill. And over here, there are 2 of the Wheel of Fortune Cyclone type games, which is always pretty fun. It's a nice challenge where you land on the spin zone and then you try to land the jackpot. It's a very fun game. Over here is a tailgate toss. And right here, there are 2 rampages. I haven't seen a Dave & Buster's with 2 rampages, so that's pretty cool. And over here, there are a ton of theater games. So first, there is Jurassic Park, The Walking Dead, The Transformers, Dead Storm Pirates, which is kind of rare, House of the Dead, a Dark Escape 4D, and a Ghostbusters. So it's nice how they put them all on the wall. It's very, very organized here. And right here is the Luigi's Mansion theater game. Right here is a Tomb Raider. And over here, there are 2 Aliens Covenants, not 1, but 2. Very, very awesome. And there are 2 Terminators. So it's crazy how they have multiple units of all these games. Usually Dave & Buster's doesn't have 2 or more of these types of games, that's crazy. And over here is a Centipede Chaos. Right here is the Tons of Tickets claw machine. Right here is Baseball Pro, but it is currently out of order. And right here by the front is a Wicked Tuna. It's a 4-player Wicked Tuna game. Pretty cool. And right here is the worst game of all time, Hungry Hungry Hippos. Over here is the Star Wars Beat Saber type game. And right here is a photo booth called a Photo Studio Deluxe. But it doesn't look like it's working right now. Over here, there is Minecraft Dungeons Arcade. That is a pretty cool game. Over here is the Time Crisis 5. And right here, it's interesting. They have 2 Star Wars battle pods, but it's not the actual battle pod theater game. They're just like individual seats. So it's kind of interesting how they have those. And here is 2 of the Super Alpine Racers and 2 of the Mario and Sonic Olympics. Right here is the Price is Right shell game. And over here, there are some classic skee balls. So there are 4 of those. There's no jackpot marquee or anything. Here's 2 Ring of Fire skee balls, and some of the locations actually got rid of this, but they still have it here. It looks pretty fun. And here's 2 Lane Masters, so 4 lanes total, 2 machines. And right here is the Grand Piano Keys. Right here is Hot Wheels King of the Road. And over here, there is a Hyper Pitch. Right here is Cut the Rope, and the jackpot is only 100 tickets. That is terrible. Right here is Frogger. And right here is the Harpoon Lagoon. Over here, there are 4 Super Bikes 3s. And right here is the kind of rare Pharaoh's Revenge coin pusher, which most locations got rid of this, so they still have it here. Pretty cool. And right here is a Guitar Hero. Over here is the Fruit Ninja FX2, and they have 3 sides of them, which is pretty cool. I don't know if every store has them, but they have 3 sides of the Fruit Ninja. Very cool. And over here is a rare game. It's called Galactics. There are only a couple of other stores that actually have this game. And if you swipe your card, you get 5 shots to try to land inside that bonus of 200. It's a very addicting game and very fun. And right here are some carnival games. So here is a Milk Jug Toss, a Ring Toss, Down the Clown, Break the Plate, Goldfishin', Let's Bounce, the Jurassic World Jungle Jackpot, and Angry Birds. Pretty cool. Right here is the Wheel of Fortune game. And here's something that's very rare now. It's called Hummer Off-Roaded. And I don't know if there's another Dave & Buster's in California that actually has this game. It is a very old game, very classic game. So you try to stop the light on the bonus 3 times to win the 500. It's a very cool game. I'm really pleased that they actually still have this here. Very, very fun. Right here is a Pop the Lock, standard Pop the Lock. And over here is Tippet Blocks for 1,000. Right here is a Crossy Road. And here is the Disney Crossy Road. And over here is the Flappy tickets. Right here is Simpsons Soccer. And over here is a Temple Run, a very fun game. And there are 3 Deal or No Deal machines, so there's 3 lined up right there. And there are 2 Monopoly machines. There are 4 Winter X Games Snow Crosses. Right here is the Marvel Contest of Champions card collecting game. And over here is a Whack-A-Win, and the jackpot is 1,000, pretty good. Right here is a Yahtzee game. And over here is a pretty rare coin pusher called Casino Lights. This location still has it. I know a couple other locations that have it, but it's a pretty rare coin pusher, and it looks like there are 100 tickets, so we are going to claim those because there are no people around me. But overall, it's a very cool coin pusher, and it looks very bright. Looks like they put a bunch of new lights in there, so I hope they keep this around for a long time because it's a pretty rare game for Dave & Buster's. That is really awesome. Over here are some more racing games. So there are 2 of the Batmans, 2 H2 Overdrives, 2 Dirty Drivings, and 2 Superbikes 2s. Over there is another like patio and a bar. So they have a full service patio here. There's like 3 or 4 bars here. It's insane. It's one of the world's biggest Dave & Buster's. And over here is the world's largest Pac-Man, the Space Invaders Frenzy, and the big one E-Lot Claw Machine. And over here, there are 2 Treasure Quest wheels back to back. And right here is an air hockey. And right here is another air hockey, but this one's the 4-player one that most locations actually got rid of it. They still have it here. It's a very, very cool game. I'm really glad they have this too. And over here is an extremely rare game called Tower of Power. There is no other location that I know that actually has this game at Dave & Buster's. I know Chuck E. Cheese has it, but for Dave & Buster's, this is the only store nearby that I know that has this game. It is a very classic game, and there's 3 sides here too, so very, very awesome. And right here's another rare game called Super 21. It's a blackjack type game, so you insert your token and you try to get blackjack to win the jackpot of 118. It's a very fun game and very hard too. Right here is a Cyclone, and here is Infinity Blade FX. This is also pretty rare too. They have a lot more rare games than what I thought. It's really awesome. Over here, there are 4 spinning wins. So there's 1 right there, 1 right there, 1 right there, and 1 right there, and a Crazy Curves. I don't know if there's a location that has more spinning wins, but they look really, really cool. They look really cool with like the flashing lights and everything. So very eye-appealing game. Here is a spin out game, but it is out of order. Here is a full tilt, Spaceballs, the Mega Stacker ticket game, a Fishbowl Frenzy, the Giant Connect 4, Hatchet Hero, 3 Big Bass wheels, and over here in the corner there is a Monster Drop, 2 sides of that, the Pop It and Win, and a Slam Winner, which is kind of rare for Dave & Buster's, but still a very classic game. And over here is Quick Drop. Right here is Dizzy Chicken, Red Cup Challenge, and the Blink King, but it doesn't have jewelry, it has rubber ducks in it. And right here is Snowdown, which is terrible. And not only that, but it is also broken too. I'm kind of glad that it's broken. Right here is a Basketball Pro. And over here is Gridiron Blitz. Right here is Speed of Light. And over here, there is a DDR. Over here is another rare game. It's called Dream Raiders. This is actually a very fun game. I'm really, really sad to see that most of the Dave & Buster's got rid of it, but they still have it here. Very, very cool. And here is Typhoon, which is another like motion theater game. But this one's more fun because you actually play the game. The Typhoon, you just sit and enjoy the ride, but this is an actual game. It's very, very fun. And right here is the Red Zone Rush 4-sided game. Over here is Galaga Assault, a Black Hole. Over here is the NOS racing games. There's 2 of those. And over here is a Zombie Snatcher. Bonus is $6.92. There's a letter, there's $2.50. There's a few values in there. And over here is the Star Trek coin pusher. And here's another rare game called Jumpin' Jackpot. This is a classic game that I've seen at Chuck E. Cheese and a few other places, but obviously the concept is super simple for a 90s game. You jump over the light that simulates a jump rope, and you try to keep spelling jackpots to win the jackpot. It's a very, very fun game. And over here is the Pac-Man Championship. Right here is a Angry Birds Coin Crash. And over here is the Jelly Lab, which is also known as the Ticket Jar now because it is not Minions anymore. It's generic Ticket Jar cards. Very, very sad. Here is the SpongeBob Pineapple Arcade Coin Pusher. And here is Doodle Jump. Right here is a claw machine, a grab and win claw machine with some plush and spiky balls. Over here is the Elevator Action Invasion game. Right here is Ice Age. I don't know if every store has this, but it's a very, very fun game. And over here is the VR that is decorated with Christmas lights. And over here in the corner is Tutti Frutti. Very awesome game. And it looks like they have like artwork. It looks very cool with the light and everything. So they have artwork to the dining area because this Dave & Buster's is an older store. They have a full dining area inside the other room, and they have the full arcade in this room. So that looks really, really cool. And here is Pac-Man Battle Royale, which is another rare game. Most Dave & Buster's actually don't have this. That's pretty cool. And here is the Halo. And back here by the entrance, there is the Miss Pac-Man and the Galaga game. And here are all the kiosks. So that's basically it. There's also a Pong game right here. There's literally nothing right here. It's pretty empty. But that is basically it for the entire arcade. We are going to take a look at the winner's circle. And like I said, this Dave & Buster's is pretty big. It's one of the largest Dave & Buster's in the world. And I believe it. There are a lot of rare games here. I also missed it, but there is a Dodgeball Ultimate Arena and a couple more racing games. So there's 4 Mario Karts and 4 Cruisin' Blasts. We are going to take a look at the winner's circle, whatever you want to call it, to see. They have a few things. It is definitely a larger winner's circle as well. And I believe this is one of the largest Dave & Buster's. So here's all the plush. I'm not going to go into full detail because the tour is already long. So you guys get the deal. If you guys want to pause and take a look, then you can. So there's a lot of plush. Here's the case, the kits. The case is pretty standard. So they have a lot of the same stuff that you see basically everywhere else. There's no Oculus or consoles or anything. There's a few other prizes. So yeah, there's the cups. It's basically the same. So overall, that is cool. This is Dave & Buster's here in Orange, California. It is one of the world's largest Dave & Buster's, and they have a lot of rare games here. This is a very cool Dave & Buster's, very clean and super, super fun. So thank you guys for watching this arcade tour. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you guys want to see more videos. And I will see you in the next one.